Hello everybody, welcome back to another trade recap. What a day. I forgot to post and upload the trade recap of yesterday, so I'm kind of gonna go very briefly on yesterday and then we'll go more in detail about today. So yesterday was 14th of October. Again, I think that now I find trades just in the first 30 minutes. Basically always between 9:30 and like 10:10. And then I think as the session goes, the targets and the draws that I want to get hit are getting hit between 9:30 and like 10:15, 10:20. And then yeah, like after what I have to do, I just could get chopped like happened here. But yeah, let's see yesterday. Again, yesterday was Tuesday, and we're reacting off the new week opening gap. So the new week opening gap is this box, this purple box, and when we started dumping, respecting this, I think was 3 minutes, or yeah, I think was no 5 minutes. So respecting this 5 minutes, then we dumped completely. And I was like, okay, we could take this slow if we continue dumping, because we took it, we closed below, and then we still went down here. And I thought, okay, we maybe go to the midpoint and then we could get a reversal. We didn't go to the midpoint. This also was why I kind of wanted to see it get hit, but went here. We had this 1 minute here, so we always take in consideration this one here, because we started displacing. We respected perfectly, so I was like, okay, maybe now we want to go here and then we'll see. But we went back just to retrace to this first gap here of this leg, and then inverse convincingly, V-shape this. So this should have been the entry, okay? And you could have targeted unfilled 5 minutes. I think this was here, an unfilled 5 minute was still 58 points, which is amazing. Couldn't also take into the first presented gap, but better to take. Sometimes you can take entries to go back into like discount or premium. So also was at OTE and the 5 minutes. So that was basically it. That was basically the day. Again, the finger struggle, and that's I think the difference between me and like the people you see there, like PB whatever, because many times I just take the same trades or better. I don't want to say I'm better, of course not. But a lot of time I kind of take better entries with like some other things. For example, yesterday, or for example today, they all took the 2 minute inversion, small 2 minute inversion, but I want a closure above this to then go up, okay? And so they got maybe a little better entry here, but I would have zero drawdown, which is kind of what I care. So then yeah, after the session we went up. It was a classical manipulation here, then distribution higher. And if you go into today, we can take this off. I think we can take also this thing is off. Yeah, this, if you see here, these ones were my targets, okay? Yeah, that's basically what was happened yesterday. Again, very fast. And yeah, today again we pumped, so I kind of measured the range between here and here. We wanted to see if we would go back to this hourly gap and take this load inside of a gap and go to equilibrium before going higher. But eventually what price did is that today we had again big opening gap to the low, because we displaced an overnight session. As you've seen here, I marked these lows. I was like, okay, here, this is a 5 minute, okay? We inversed this and I actually took a trade with one micro. We had like a 5 minutes and 15 minutes all in the same leg. We inversed them, and yeah, this was kind of the entry here, and then I got topped out at this low here. So that was a small trade, but I don't count it because this was one micro. It was also an eval, so who cares? And then after, we can again went to this gap. It was a 1 and also 3 minute gap. We reacted from it, then we started spacing. And here a lot of people got kind of fucked, because these two lines are a 4-hour gap, okay? And there's also a 4-hour, like this is a low. So a lot of people think, oh, okay, here we take the low, we tap the 4-hour, and then we inverse this kind of convincingly, and yeah, they get stopped here. Yes, that's a nice trade. That's a trade you could take. I prefer that we would go to this lows, because we have here stacked lows, and we have this 5 minute, which is more in discount. And I was like, okay, I would prefer if we go that, because we just inversed a 5 minute. I think we inversed another one here. So I was like, okay, this could be very bearish a lot of time. We just kind of retrace a bit and then boom, go down. So we kind of did that. Then we went again. But the thing is, you see also this line here was the midpoint of this big 4-hour gap, okay? So if you can see here, we have this big 4-hour gap, which is from here to here. And this is the midpoint of this gap. And you see here how many times price was reacting to that, okay? It reacted here before, was kind of a pivot to go up. And then here reacted 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I didn't want to see a wick here again to this point. And that's what happened. Boom, wick, go down. Then up here, wick, then go down. So like also this entry here off of this close, I didn't like it because it was just, again, to go back to this point here. And we wanted to fill the 4-hour gap and we wanted to touch this high. So I would prefer that we go to my initial draw and then we can target opposing liquidity. So we do that. We respect the 5 minute. We leave equal lows actually, but still we have a very nice displacement, and I wanted to see an entry here above this gap. The candle ended up being huge, but again, we inversed this gap that was kind of the line in the sand, and so the entry here at this 952. I got out of my trade of 8, but I'll put here the paper here. If you took the entry on NQ here, that's 1 mini here, put in here, put a stop below here, kinda, and then you could target. I will target all the way here were like equal highs, but you can also target again London, and so that's what happened. And yeah, it was very good. And it was also another re-entry, which was like, again, it's still also yesterday happened that it was an entry in premium because we left London here and we were retracing. This was the gap that I wanted to see inverse at the start. So this was kind of what I wanted to see. And we inversed it again very convincingly. And we go back to this a small retracement here to this 5 minute gap that we inversed. Yeah, that will kind of be the entry there. The stop would have been also again here below the low, and then you would have targeted. This was a 4-hour high. So again, this 2 amazing trades for between 5 accounts. Would have taken just the first one, or the second one still would have been the same as good. So yeah, that's it. I'm really happy to seeing those. Again, my only problem is just a bit of hesitation, a bit of like thinking too much, over analyzing. When I just see it, I see it a lot of times, and I just have to take it. Even when I take it, sometimes it can happen in a loss. But if I take it always, then my chances are way better. If I just take few, and can happen that those few are not working, then you have a negative RR, you have a negative return. And so just have to take every good one that I see. So it was perfect. Rebalance from 5, take the stacked lows, and then inverse convincingly this, and then this, that was kind of the line in the sand. And then also this, not the best one, but still could have worked out. I wouldn't have taken it, but I would maybe take it with challenges, but I would prefer this one here. This one's the trade to take. And yeah, that's it. That's basically a really, really fast trade recap. I'm doing a really not thinking too much about the thing, because that's kind of my thought process during the day. Again, still don't have that many people to maybe simplify it way more and trying to hope that everyone can understand. But yeah, if someone doesn't understand and maybe wants me to go a little bit slower and explain a little better the concept and everything, of course I will do it. I'll be more than happy. But till that moment, I will kind of explain what is my thought process of these trades. And yeah, that's it. I'm happy. Just again, matter of just taking them. And yeah, we will be up there with all the big ballers. And yeah, that's it. I hope that this fast video was useful to you. And I'll probably see you in the next one. Peace.